Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Capricorn. Know that energy is fluid, so roles can be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Never force anything. Take what you need, leave the rest. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome again. Anything that you need that's of any relevance to the channel, such as how to book a personal reading or how to find me on any of my social medias, or what is the giveaway of the day for the channel, what's happening on the channel, you're always going to find that in the description box below. Now, I always have a option for you to enter into winning a free psychic reading. You don't have to do it, but if you want to win a free psychic reading with me, all you have to do in order to enter is 3 things: like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the magic word. Today's magic word is going to be forgiveness, right? And what better word than forgiveness, especially for the Psychic Soul Healer channel. We know that most spiritual blocks and trauma is caused from experiences that were painful and that were caused or created with people or because of people that we love. So again, forgiveness is one of the number 1 spiritual lessons that we come down here and incarnate in the physical to learn, because how else would you learn about unconditional love, right? When we love someone unconditionally, it means that we can't help but to love them, even when they don't deserve to be loved, even when a person isn't treating us right. There's a lot of spiritual blocks are created, again, from people that we love. That's why forgiveness is such a profound spiritual element. Again, spiritual element that will help anyone transmute trauma and help them to evolve into higher states of consciousness in order to create their own heaven on earth, right? Because we're just energy beings. We're energy, and a lot of times our experiences create shadow elements of ourselves that block us from manifesting the life and life experiences that we want to have. So I always start every reading off using my deck, the Psychic Soul Healer deck, because we want to look at the underlying energy, the energy that is actually dictating what your behaviorisms and actions are, and again, the people that you are interacting with. That's why it allows us to look at things from a detached perception, which allows us to not take things personally. Triggers allow us to see where our wounds are. So I do look at the triggers, I do look at the wounds, but we're also going to look and see what your person is going to do, what actions they are going to take, and anything else that's of any relevance to you. All right, let's jump right on in, Capricorn. Let's get jumping. All right, first card out is it's a Joker card. I always keep the Joker card in the deck because I use it as a I say that it's when it's referring to a person, the person doesn't have an identity, that the person's missing something. So again, that's open space. We're energy beings. So we're made up of thought energy and emotional energy. So our dreams and our passions, again, make up our energy. It makes up our character. Again, aggressive. See, automatically right now, Capricorn, what I'm feeling is I'm not even feeling relationship. I'm feeling a situation within your job. And what I feel is that you're working with people that haven't really found their style. So regardless of what it is that you do, whether you're a graphic designer, whether you're an artist, whether you're a YouTube, entrepreneur, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a healer, whether you're an orthodontist or a carpenter, it doesn't matter what you do. You are confident in what you do. You have found your style. Your gifted style comes from doing. And it's, again, through what you're called to do. And that's through being on your path for a while. However, people see you as aggressive because people that are wounded, that haven't found themselves, when you, again, set a boundary to, again, to teach people what is correct on how to treat you, and especially when it's within work, they're going to see you as defensive. They're going to see you as controlling. They're going to see you as aggressive. However, the people that you're dealing with, they haven't found their identity. They haven't found their style. And I feel that a lot of them were looking to you as a way for them to actually like help them. So it's, again, you have people in your environment at work that are looking for you to help grow with them. And you're not looking to do that. You're looking to grow yourself. However, within, again, being that you're working with these people, when you set a boundary, they are going to see it as aggressive because they're wounded. They haven't found themselves. So they're going to be triggered by that. The same way that you're going to be triggered by someone that wants to jump on your bandwagon, there's someone that wants to assume that you're going to help them when you're trying to help yourself. Now, that also tells me that that's a karmic theme, something that most likely has happened in your life before, especially if you're a highly sensitive person, needing to set boundaries. Just like past life, again, past life situations are experiences that have happened before. We're born into this life, and every life from wounds, with wounds that we haven't healed and integrated. Healing really means that we've integrated it, and that means do something different. And I feel like, again, you are on your path. You, again, are a highly sensitive person, but you have done a lot of healing on yourself. You are very good in your occupation. You are confident. However, the people that you work with are not as confident. The problem comes in the close relationships that you have formed within your relationship. Again, they're past life connections, and this is a past life karmic wound that hasn't been healed. So you're going to be perceived as being aggressive when really you're just in your own lane and you don't want anyone else in your lane, again, so that you have freedom of expression. So understand, people are going to take offense to that because they're not on the same vibration as you. They're coming from a place of fear. Again, and so they're going to, again, project that you're, again, oh, you need all the glory. It's all about you. It's all about, it's not. It's what this is that you are entitled to be on your soul's path. You are entitled to create yourself without people jumping on your coattails, trying to copy you or expect you to help them. You don't need to do any of that. That, what you're dealing with is other people's wounds, Capricorn. So if you're a highly sensitive person and this person you have formed an emotional connection to as a friend, not even as a lover, understand it's going to be triggered. So they're actually almost treating you as a big sister, like you should help me, and because you're not, then it's like, oh well, you're vain, you want all the attention, you're being aggressive, you're being, again, protective. Well, they wouldn't notice that if they weren't trying to get, like, again, jump on your bandwagon. So there's a little bit of psychic energy that's going back and forth, like I said, but timeless. Like, you know what your soul's path is. Like I said, no one can take what's yours. Timelessness is, again, your soul's path. That's an internal knowing. Sometimes we've done what we've already done in a past life. We're down here in this life to remember why we came here. And we learn that we're not separate from unconditional love through our relationships. And what I see here is that you have a friendship here within, again, your work. But I feel as if there's a little bit of discordant energy because you are, again, are very confident on your path and you want to create yourself, and you're going to go 110 miles an hour to it. And the people in your job, they don't really aren't as confident, and they're looking for someone to be a mentor, and you're not looking for that. So it's, again, you have to, and you are setting boundaries, but understand it's ruffling some feathers. And it is because, people are uncomfortable with straightforwardness. People, again, tend to put people into their little box. They want you to act the way that they have perceived you, and they've perceived you as helpful and giving and kind. And again, as a team player, now all of a sudden you're going to do all this by yourself, and look at the attention you're going to get. Look at, like, all eyes are on you. And again, the people in your work are not confident in who they are. So of course it is disrupting, but this is a past life wound. And it's a past life wound because you need to heal it. We incarnate in this lifetime with the same wounds that we haven't healed from past lifetimes. Now, okay, Eight of Wands, there's going to be a lot of activity that shows up in your work. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of movement in the next few months. I feel like your work of business is going to get busy. And again, Nine of Pentacles. So there's going to be a lot of more opportunities to make money. I feel as if your personality is very charismatic, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to network to make those connections now. Again, Knight of Swords, but it's reversed. So don't rush into anything, because everyone sees your talent. Everyone sees, like, opportunities for you. This is why all eyes are on you. This is also why this is a past life, like, karmic situation, one that's asking you to, be aggressive. Like, don't see it as being bad. See it as taking what's yours unapologetically, as being confident in that you're deserving of it. Your environment is going to make you feel as if you're not deserving of it. That's your wound. That is from a past life. Yes, your friend or this colleague, but I feel like there is an emotional connection, like there's a friendship there, is getting triggered. It is not your responsibility to help them make more money. They have to find it. And that's not through copying you, because it will never be genuine. Everyone has their own unique gift of style, and that's an unfoldment process. We can get ideas from other people, but your person needs to find that. Well, the person that I'm talking about, again, I shouldn't say your person, because this isn't a relationship. The person that's connected to you, that's very influenced by what's going on in your work, by all the attention that you're, again, getting, by everything that you're creating. I feel like you put a lot of time and effort and energy into your work, and now the fruits of all that effort are coming. And so all eyes are on you, because everyone sees what you've manifested. And the person that you work with, the person that you've built a relationship with, friendship with, is getting affected by it, because they haven't. They're judging themselves. So they're again gonna perceive you as being a little bit aggressive again, or being vain, or again, like in a negative light. But that's because they're wounded. That's not real. This is what I was saying. It's like, but it came out Five of Wands, conflict, but it came out reversed. However, I feel like though you're not fighting, you diffuse the fighting, and you diffuse the fighting because you're very direct in setting a boundary, though you're always feeling as if you're creating fighting. It makes you feel really uncomfortable being that you have to set boundaries, and that's why you're put in this position. Because understand, this is your time, Capricorn. You're creating yourself. There's so much opportunities. There's a rain of activity of opportunities, and that's about to happen, and all your things are in place. You've been meaning like any on creating yourself, like whatever you're doing within work is one element of your job. I feel like you've done a lot of things to create yourself. So if you're an entrepreneur, you might work for a company, but you have investments in like 10 other things, and might have businesses and money in other places. Or if you again are an artist and maybe have a YouTube page, let's just say, you already have followers, you already are monetized, and you also work as, let's just say, a psychic, right? So like whatever you're doing a lot of other things on the side, where the people that you work with, they are not. They just work at the establishment, and again, they're looking at everything that you have created, and they're looking at everything that they created. So they are living their karmic theme of that they're not enough, which is going to trigger you, because at one time you felt like as if you're not enough. However, you know that you are enough because of everything that you created. However, you don't have to share the spotlight with anyone. You don't have to give half of yours away. Understand, there will be a sense that the people at your work will always want you to do that. Otherwise, they're going to make you feel like vanity. But the truth of the matter is, it's not. You're, again, entitled to have what's yours, and to get up and take it without sharing it unapologetically. Again, peace and harmony. And understand, if you don't do it, you will not have peace and harmony within yourself. And if you do it, you most likely won't have peace and harmony within your environment, which means that I don't really feel as if you're going to stay at this place for long. I feel as if you're at a workplace now that you're getting a karmic test, and that by again being true to yourself actually takes you out of your place of business into a new job, because you're not going to be able to stay there, because you're going to be too triggering for the people. Again, like it's going to require you to have like strength and be compassionate and nice, and you're just not going to want to do it. You're going to say, why do I always have to water myself down? Because you're not confident, because you haven't done what you needed to do. That is what makes you feel like you're reliving a karmic theme of people don't do what they need to do, so I have to compromise myself. And where God's saying that's not the universe, which is God, is saying, no. The universe, which is God, is actually inside of you. And the spiritual law is you must honor that. And so you have to have strength and tenderness, but you also have to do what's best for you. The key is for you not to get triggered, because I feel like, again, this is triggering because you've spent a lot of time in creating yourself and doing what you need to do. And there's other people that see everything and they're getting, triggered by it. So it's not about that. It's about you, like I said, being true to yourself, because um, not every single situation with friends is going to work out. And a lot of times, people that are in your life today, they're not going to be in your life tomorrow. We have people that come into our life for a season, and sometimes for, for a lifetime. So it's all different. Sometimes it's for a day, sometimes it's for an instant, sometimes for it's a season, sometimes for a lifetime. So we don't know. And what I see is that this is not a lover, but this is a soulmate relationship. So this is a person that you work with, that you formed a relationship with, maybe not intimate, it may not like lover relationship, but you affected this person, and you affected this person because of the way that you're living and the way that you're creating. And though they're inspired by it and you amaze them, it's triggering to them. They're jealous because they haven't found theirs. Yes, this is a past life connection. And it's a one, again, that you came into their life to teach them. Well, they're also teaching you too, that you need to, again, have the strength and the tenderness to be kind enough to them, but also know that you're entitled to have what's yours without, again, without feeling sorry or apologizing for it. And I'm going to leave that here. So all you Capricorns at work, or again, maybe you're not at work, maybe you're working on a project and you're doing something and it's growing and it's feeding you a lot of passion, and you are again on your soul's path and you're seeing the fruits manifest. Understand, when that happens, you are going to trigger a lot of different things, and you will come to a place within your life that you will have to make a choice. And that choice needs to be you first. Love yourself here. That's what this story showed. The story showed that though the friendship is something that really means something to you, and that this is sad, that you kind of are being made to choose, not by your accord, but by your friend's accord, because it's either you have to help them and compromise and dim your light, or you have to like help them and give them in order to walk you through. So it's, again, either way, it doesn't work, but they served a purpose in your life. The structure that you work served a purpose in your life. It showed you that you, again, are much further along on your path. And it also served to bring you new opportunities, which take you out of that job. But while you're there mainly as almost like a stopover. And that stopover is you're, again, have to deal with a test. And the test is boundaries. And again, not being apologetic for living your truth. And just because you've been on your path longer and you've created yourself longer and you're getting a lot of attention, understand you're entitled to that. I'm going to leave it there. Now, if you resonated with this message, Capricorn, let me know. Leave me a like, comment. Again, this is a hard one because it sucks when we have a friend that we want to stay friends with. But again, we also love what we do. We should never have to choose between one or the other. Just know, when we lose a friend, because most likely what's going to happen here, you choose yourself. And you choose your own peace. And in choosing yourself, though you lose the friendship, it leaves room for what is supposed to come into your life. And as I said, you will not be staying at this place of business. This is just a stopover, that a new opportunity, one that is going to help you evolve further into your career and help you to open up your third eye, that you could actually see what stages of your path you want to do next. To again fill in a little bit more detail, that of your path. When you know when you're on your path, you don't see the entire thing. Like it's like seeing one step out of a staircase. So you get to see just one more step, and this is exciting for you. Focus on that. Don't let anyone rob your happiness, because what I see is that is the karmic test. Are you going to take what's yours, or are you going to let someone take it from you?